I know we agreed to stay apart and we had a million good reasons. That's not gonna work for me.
Why is that?
Because I love you.
I love you too.
That's Gracie Price. She used to spend time at the ranch with your mom. Kind of looked up to Mary, and you would have been too young to remember that.
I haven't been around, but I'm trying to change that. And you're my little brother, and I care about you.
If that's true, then you'll sign the deal with Heartland. It's time to put this ridiculous feud behind us.
They are supplementing their cattle with grain. One email to Crown shoppers would take down their business and ruin Amy and Nathan's relationship.
Oh, most likely.
But it would be the right thing to do, wouldn't it?
Why do you want to be a flat girl?
I wanted you to see that you made a mistake about me.
So you wanted to show me up.
I did, and I think I succeeded.
Hey! That's my truck! Get back here!
Hurry up, Gigi. I'll take the stairs.
Okay.
Dex, go get my grandpa. I think Spartan's colicking. Please don't make me say goodbye, okay?
What you said earlier, it's true. These memories will never be replaced.
Sometimes I just feel like I've lost everything I loved. Everything I loved about me.
You're obviously just threatened.
It's Ty that I can't live up to, but you understand that, don't you? Because neither can you, and you've been trying your entire life.
I will always be here for you. I love you so much.
Actually, this wasn't exactly someone to stick around. I can't go through that again.
I have changed.
I can't help seeing down the road. I mean, how long until I can't get on my horse?
Time is precious, and we're not going to waste it thinking about all the horrible things that could go wrong.
Season 19 of Heartland begins with an intensity we haven't seen in years. The Bartlett-Fleming family is not just fighting for their home, but for their identities, their relationships, and their future. Amy, once the heart and soul of the ranch, finds herself trapped in a storm she didn't see coming. For years, her gift as a horse trainer brought healing and hope to others. But now that very reputation is being questioned, and her ability to rise above the doubt becomes more important than ever. She wants to protect her daughter. She wants to nurture her new relationship with Nathan, but the whispers and the accusations begin to grow louder. People who once trusted her start to wonder if she has lost her touch, and Amy is forced to defend not only her career, but the truth about who she really is. What makes this season so gripping is that her battle is not just professional, it is deeply personal. To save her name, she must face the possibility that she could lose the person she loves most. Meanwhile, Lou is caught in a different kind of battle. For years, she has tried to balance her role as mother, leader, and protector, but Season 19 pushes her to her breaking point. When a new adversary threatens the ranch's stability, Lou is faced with decisions that will either secure their future or unravel everything. She tries to keep her attention on family, not politics, not work. But when the very survival of Heartland is threatened, she cannot stay on the sidelines. Her choices will divide people, test loyalties, and perhaps force her to become someone she no longer recognizes. It is no longer just about running Heartland, it's about saving it from enemies both inside and outside the ranch. Jack, the steady hand and unshakable force of the family, also feels the weight of change. He has always been the rock, the man who could shoulder any burden, but Season 19 shows us the cracks in even the strongest foundation. When he hires a new ranch hand, hoping to ease the load, Jack quickly realizes that trust is not easily earned. His patience is tested in ways he never imagined. And for the first time, the question arises, can Jack continue to protect Heartland the way he always has, or has time finally caught up with him? His bond with Amy, Lou, and the rest of the family has never been more important, because Jack knows that if they fall apart, the ranch will too. But the dangers aren't only within. Outside forces gather like a storm cloud on the horizon. Rivals and enemies who have waited for the chance to strike see Season 19 as their opportunity. They don't just want the land. They want to shatter the family that guards it. Every decision Amy makes, every risk Lou takes, every stand Jack holds comes with consequences that ripple through Heartland like shockwaves. The stakes are higher than ever. This season promises betrayal, sacrifice, and heartbreaking choices. At the center of it all is a single truth. Heartland has always been about love, loss, and the fight to hold on to what matters most. Season 19 carries that legacy forward, but pushes it to a level that fans have never seen before. It forces us to ask, can love really survive when everything else is crumbling? Or is this the season where even the strongest bonds finally break? As Season 19 moves forward, the most fragile thread begins to unravel around Amy and Nathan's relationship. What started as a hopeful new beginning quickly turns into a test neither of them expected. Amy has already endured the pain of losing Ty, and she finally opened her heart again, believing Nathan could be the steady presence she and her daughter needed. But nothing in Heartland comes without sacrifice. Nathan finds himself pulled into the center of the family's battles, and suddenly their romance is more than just love. It becomes a battleground for loyalty, trust, and survival. Rumors spread that Heartland is not what it seems, that the cattle are being supplemented with grain, and that the ranch's image of purity and tradition might be nothing more than a facade. For Amy, this attack doesn't just threaten the family business, it threatens her bond with Nathan, because if the truth gets twisted, their relationship could shatter before it even has the chance to grow roots. And when the pressure mounts, Nathan must decide whether he will stand firm beside Amy or walk away to protect his own future. For Lou, the struggle intensifies as she faces the very real possibility of betrayal from those she once trusted. The new adversary, who sets their sights on Heartland, is not simply motivated by land or profit, but by vengeance. Whispers from the past resurface, exposing old wounds that Lou had hoped were long buried. Every move she makes is watched, every decision dissected. The enemies circling Heartland know exactly where to strike, and Lou quickly realizes that the fight is not only on the outside. Division within the family threatens to weaken their defenses, and Lou is forced to confront the hardest truth of all. Sometimes the people you love the most are the ones who hurt you without even meaning to. She wants to keep the peace, to shield her family from the storm, but peace may no longer be an option. In Season 19, Lou must embrace the role of a fighter, even if it means sacrificing her softer side. Jack, too, finds his own patience and strength being tested in heartbreaking ways. As the ranch faces uncertainty, he tries to guide Amy and Lou with wisdom, but his own doubts begin to creep in. Hiring a new ranch hand was meant to lighten the load, but instead, it sparks chaos. The newcomer's methods clash with tradition, stirring tension among the family. Jack, who has always stood as the immovable protector of Heartland, must now ask himself if his way of doing things can survive in a changing world. His age weighs on him, not only in body but in spirit, and he wrestles with the haunting thought that one day he may not be there to hold everything together. For fans who have always seen Jack as the anchor, this vulnerability cuts deep. It reminds us that even legends can falter. The emotional core of Season 19 is the constant push and pull between love and loss. Amy clings to the memories of Ty, even as she tries to move forward with Nathan. Jack clings to the past, even as the future demands change. Lou clings to her vision of family unity, even as reality tears it apart. Each character is pulled in two directions, and every choice they make risks something precious. The official trailer hints at moments that will leave viewers breathless, an argument that could end Amy and Nathan's bond, a decision from Lou that could divide the family forever, and a shocking betrayal that no one saw coming. Every frame of this season carries the weight of legacy, heartbreak, and the terrifying possibility that not everyone will come out of this battle unscathed. Yet, within all the tension, there are sparks of hope. Heartland has always been about resilience, about the belief that even when the odds are stacked against you, love and loyalty can see you through. Amy's determination to defend her name, Lou's unyielding spirit, Jack's quiet strength, these qualities remind us why the Bartlett-Fleming family has survived so much already. But this time, the challenges are greater, the stakes are higher, and the cost of failure is unthinkable. Will Amy's love endure? Will Lou's leadership hold? Will Jack's legacy remain strong? These are the questions Season 19 forces us to ask, and as the trailer suggests, the answers will not come easily. Season 19 doesn't just promise another chapter, it delivers a turning point. The Bartlett-Fleming family stands on the edge of everything they have ever fought for, and the choices they make now will echo for generations. This is not just about keeping Heartland alive, it's about deciding what Heartland truly means, and whether love, loyalty, and sacrifice are enough to protect it when everything else falls apart. As Season 19 unfolds further, the weight of Amy and Nathan's relationship becomes heavier with every passing moment. What began as a second chance at happiness for Amy starts to feel like a battle for survival. The ghost of Ty's memory lingers in every corner of Heartland, and no matter how much Amy tries to move forward, she cannot ignore the shadow of her past. Nathan wants to be the man who stands beside her, but he feels the weight of comparison pressing down. No matter what he does, no matter how hard he tries, Ty's presence is still there, and Amy's heart, though open to love, still aches with the pain of what she has lost. Their arguments grow sharper, not because they don't care, but because they care too much. Nathan wants Amy to trust him completely, yet Amy feels torn between honoring her past and embracing her future. This tension creates a fracture, one that could either break them apart forever or forge a stronger bond than either imagined. But in the world of Heartland, love is never simple, and every relationship carries a price. The trailer teases moments where this fracture becomes unbearable. Nathan faces outside pressure from those who would use Amy's vulnerability as a weapon. Rivals know that Heartland's strength has always been its unity, and if they can drive a wedge between Amy and Nathan, they can weaken the ranch itself. Whispers spread about Amy's reputation, about whether she is truly the trainer she once was, and whether Nathan's loyalty blinds him to her flaws. These doubts do not only come from enemies, they creep into the family as well. Lou, already stretched thin by her own battles, questions whether Amy is making the right choices, and the tension between the sisters threatens to ignite into something far more dangerous. Heartland is built on love, but in Season 19, love itself becomes a battlefield. Meanwhile, Lou is pushed into the center of conflicts she cannot escape. For years, she has worked tirelessly to balance her personal life with her responsibility to Heartland, but this season forces her to confront the truth that she cannot do it all. A new adversary rises, determined to dismantle everything Lou and her family have built. This enemy is not reckless. They are patient, calculating, and ruthless. They know the weaknesses of the Bartlett-Fleming family and strike where it hurts the most. Lou must make decisions that pit her family's safety against her own conscience, and in doing so, she risks losing the very people she is trying to protect. Her role as a leader, a sister, and a mother is tested in ways that no one could have prepared her for. Fans will watch Lou stand at the edge of impossible choices, knowing that no matter what she does, someone she loves will pay the price. Jack, in the middle of all of this, carries a quiet burden that few notice but everyone feels. His new ranch hand brings tension and mistrust into the heart of Heartland. At first, Jack wants to believe this person could help, could bring strength to the ranch in its time of need. But soon, he realizes that bringing in someone new means opening the door to change he cannot control. Jack has always been stubborn, always clung to tradition, but now he must face the possibility that tradition alone cannot save Heartland. For a man who has built his life on honor and consistency, this realization is devastating. The ranch is more than land to him. It is his legacy, the symbol of every sacrifice he has ever made. If that slips away, if the unity of the family fractures, then what has all his sacrifice been for? The cracks in Jack's patience, the doubts in his heart, and the burden of time weigh on him heavier than ever before. As the trailer hints, Season 19 is not only about the external enemies that threaten Heartland, but about the internal battles each character must face. Amy must confront her past and decide if her love for Nathan can withstand the ghosts of Ty. Lou must accept that leadership sometimes means sacrifice, even if that sacrifice costs her the trust of those closest to her. Jack must wrestle with the painful reality that he cannot control everything, and that the ranch's future might depend on letting go, not holding tighter. Together, these struggles form the backbone of a season that is both heartbreaking and inspiring. The most chilling part of Season 19 is that the danger feels closer than ever before. This is not just about cattle, land, or reputation. It is about identity, family, and survival. Every character faces the possibility of loss, and every moment feels like it could be the one that changes everything. The Bartlett-Fleming family has always been strong, but strength comes at a cost, and in Season 19, we see just how heavy that cost can be. The trailer reminds us that time is precious, and that no moment should be wasted, because in the blink of an eye, everything can change. Love can be lost, trust can be broken, and the legacy of Heartland can be ripped away. Still, even in the darkest moments, hope flickers. Heartland has always shown us that even when everything seems lost, love has the power to heal, to unite, and to carry us forward. But hope alone will not be enough this time. Season 19 demands sacrifice, and the question that lingers is simple. Who will pay that price, and what will be left when the dust settles? The storm over Heartland grows darker as Season 19 pushes every character toward breaking points. The Bartlett-Fleming family has always prided itself on unity, but now that unity is tested in ways it never has been before. Trust becomes fragile, words turn sharp, and secrets that were once buried claw their way to the surface. The trailer hints at a devastating revelation that could tear Amy and Nathan apart, not because of lack of love, but because of a betrayal neither of them sees coming. Amy has spent her entire life holding on to truth and honesty, but when someone close to the ranch twists her reputation and feeds lies to outsiders, the fallout threatens everything. One careless word, one email, one accusation. That is all it takes to make Amy question who she can trust. For her, the fight becomes more than saving her career. It becomes a desperate attempt to protect her daughter from the same kind of heartbreak she has already lived through. And as the pressure mounts, Amy realizes that this battle is not only against enemies outside the ranch, it is against doubt itself. For Nathan, the weight of being by Amy's side intensifies. He wants to be her anchor, her protector, the man who steps in when others turn against her. But he is also torn between his loyalty to Amy and the growing suspicion from others who question his role in her life. Is Nathan truly there for love, or is he part of the storm that threatens Heartland's future? The family looks at him with mixed emotions. Some see him as the man who could help Amy heal, while others see him as a distraction, someone who could unravel her already fragile strength. The trailer teases moments where Nathan's loyalty will be tested, where choices he makes will either prove his devotion or expose cracks that cannot be repaired. Amy has lost before, and the thought of losing again threatens to consume her. But Nathan knows that standing by her side means standing against forces that will stop at nothing to tear them apart. Meanwhile, Lou's battle takes a dangerous turn. The adversary who seeks to dismantle Heartland grows bolder, moving beyond whispers and rumors into direct attacks. The ranch's reputation is targeted, its finances are threatened, and Lou finds herself cornered. Every decision she makes feels like a trap, each path leading to sacrifice. If she defends Heartland, she risks alienating allies. If she bends, even slightly, she risks betraying the very legacy she is fighting to protect. This weight begins to strain her relationships, not only with Amy, but with her own family. Lou has always carried herself as the responsible one, the leader who could be relied upon. But in season 19, even Lou begins to break. For the first time, we see her question if she has the strength to keep going, if she can truly protect the ranch from enemies who seem to know her every move. And as she wrestles with these doubts, the people around her must decide whether to rally behind her or walk away when things become too difficult. Jack, though steady as always, is haunted by time. The trailer gives us a glimpse of his most vulnerable fear. How long until he cannot get on his horse? How long until his body can no longer carry the burdens his spirit still wants to bear? Jack has always been the rock of Heartland, but even rocks wear down with time. He hides much of this fear from Amy and Lou, trying to protect them from seeing his weakness, but the truth is written in his silence and in the heavy look in his eyes. When he speaks of time being precious, the words cut deep, because they are not only about the future of the ranch, but about his own place in it. Season 19 brings Jack face to face with the question of legacy. Has he done enough to prepare the next generation? Will the ranch survive when he no longer can lead? These questions weigh on him more than any physical pain, because for Jack, Heartland is not just a place. It is his life's work, his soul, his proof that love and sacrifice can endure. The outside forces pressing in on Heartland are ruthless. They know the cracks in the family, and they strike with precision. Amy's reputation, Lou's leadership, Jack's age, all become weapons in the hands of those who want to see the ranch fall. For viewers, this creates a tension that feels impossible to escape. At any moment, a betrayal could surface, a secret could be revealed, or a choice could be made that changes everything. The suspense builds not because of flashy drama, but because of the quiet, heartbreaking reality that the Bartlett-Fleming family could lose the very thing that defines them. The land, the horses, the home, it all hangs in the balance. But what makes Heartland unforgettable is not just the struggles, but the resilience. Even as enemies close in, even as doubt threatens to crush them, the family clings to each other with a strength born from love.